Rehab Show, and I'm your host Nyambura Kamau. I care about you, and this is why I am reminding you. Usivunjike mgongo when you're taking a shower kwa karai. Just get your showers fixed with Pelezi hardware, and not just that. Usichoke kubeba maji ukienda kuflush choo. They have the cisterns, and they have many more kama tunavyokuletea. Najua swali yenye mnajiuliza leo ni gani? Today, where did our health coach take us? Leo, as you can see, I'm in a very friendly, loving place. And as you can see, niko na guest wa maana sana na nataka atuambie huku ni wapi na yeye ni nani. Karibu sana.
Asante. So, here we are in Kenya Institute of Professional Counseling, Ebu Branch, and my name's Obadia Kehala, a psychologist for a number of years. Welcome.
Thank you very much. So, kwa hawa watu wangu, I love educating them and bringing awareness into their life kwa vitu hawajui. Today we have a very special topic that has affected our life. Please, can you tell us what is self-awareness? Mostly, what is self-awareness? Hata kama tutakuwa tukiangalia in relation to mental health. Can you tell us first, self-awareness ni nini?
When we talk of self-awareness, is whereby that you are aware about yourself in terms of, you are in terms with your feelings, you are in terms with your emotions, you are in terms even of how, when things happen or challenges come onto your life, how you react towards them. And that is one of the most important things, that when you are aware about how even your emotions, your feelings, your behaviors operate, that is what normally we call the self-awareness, and we say that you have a self-aware about who you are.
Thank you very much. That is very brief. And understanding, easy to understand. So how is it related to our mental state?
So when we look at self-awareness in relation to mental health, we say that mental health is when you go through a lot of challenges that maybe you are not able to overcome them, a lot of stresses which are caused by stressors, and this is what is really causing a lot of people to have mental breakdowns, to have a lot of way of not being able to handle the challenges and the issues that they may be going through. And what really that causes this is when somebody is not aware about himself or herself. You are not aware of how your feelings operate. You're not aware about your emotions. And that is one of the things that really cause a lot of people to have a lot of mental problems. But we normally say that when you have self-aware, this is somebody that we say that you have a relationship with yourself. And when you have a relationship with yourself, we say that you are so much aware about what is happening around you and how you are going to react toward what is happening around you. And this one help you that, let's say for example, tuseme ya kwamba kuna jambo ambayo unakubana naye ambayo ni gumu kwa maisha. You don't look and you don't react to that issue, but you respond to that issue when you have a self-aware or you have a relationship with yourself. Most of people, when they don't have a relationship with themselves, they are not able to handle stressor. Stressor is what really causes you stress. But when you are aware about yourself, you'll be able even to interrogate the source of your stress. And when you are able to know the source of your stress, you'll be able to know what is really stressing you. And you'll be able to handle the issue in a way that it should be more helpful to you. And this one now, it will not cause you to have a lot of mental issues. Most of people, they take a lot of energy on how they relate with other people. But most of people, they don't take a lot of energy, a lot of care, a lot of love toward themselves. And therefore you realize that when something happens, they are not able to handle it. For example, let's say you are in a relationship and you had invested yourself emotionally, psychologically, financially, romantically, and then this guy give you what we call self-development. Ama kuheartbreak. Then unasema huyu jamani kama ndiye alikuwa oxygen yangu. in actual sense when you hear somebody saying ni kama alikuwa oksijeni yangu, huyo sio mtu anajijua. And finally that person end up having a lot of mental breakdown. But when you are aware about it, yes, it is true. You had invested a lot, you had invested emotionally, romantically, maybe financially, psychologically. But when you are aware about yourself, you'll be able to know that this is not the end of the road. And you take care about yourself more than the other person that has given you character development. Okay. Now this nasikia watu agency wakisema character development.
Hiyo ni character development.
Yeah, hata kama amekudevelop, kama unajijua, you should know amenidevelop, that next time nikijikuta kwa hali kama hiyo, sitakubali niwe na mental breakdown. Niwe na hiyo mambo ya stress to an extent that you don't know yourself. Let's take another, for example, that is really causing people a lot of mental torture, and then you end up, for example, having depression. Let's say you are married people, and your partner is not doing as to your expectation. Kulingana na kile wewe ulikuwa unatarajia kwa ile ambaye ni partner yako kwa mambo ya doa. Kama unajijua, you take care more of yourself. Because the more you take more of yourself, the more you have a relationship with yourself. If your relationship with yourself is in a healthy way, all the other relationship within you, they will be very healthy for you. But when you devote yourself so much to your partner, ni kama wewe unaona bila yeye huwezi ishi. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni yule mtu tunasemanga ya kwamba yeye mwenyewe hajijui. Kama lakini ukijijua na wewe mwenyewe unajishughulikia, tunasema ya kwamba you are even in touch of your feelings. For example, you can be able to interrogate, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Why am I, maybe for example, if you are crying, what is the source of my cry? What is the source of my pain? Because the moment you are able to be aware of that, we say that you are taking care of your own mental health.
Okay.
And nowadays we say that without mental health, there is no health.
True.
Without good mental health, there is no good relationship.
There is no.
Without good mental health, we say that even you cannot be able to know that, for example, let's say you want to progress in your life. Kama mambo ya msongo wa mawazo imekusidi sana, na wewe mwenyewe hujui ni kwa nini, we normally say that you cannot be able to progress in life.
Yeah, true.
So the key thing for anyone not to develop most of the mental issues and mental diseases that we have and mental disorders that we have, it is knowing yourself, relating well with yourself, spending quality time with yourself, investing well in yourself, and always knowing the source of any issue that you are going through so that you are able to handle it. The other thing we say is that if you are not able to relate well with yourself, you will not have a lot of time to want to discover who am I really, and what is the purpose for me to be alive.
True.
And what do I want to have in life. And that says that if you are not able to do that, you cannot live what we call a conscious life. A conscious life is whereby you can be able to account for all that you do. You can be able even to have what we call self-knowledge. And the more you have self-knowledge, we say that you'll be able even to have what we call emotional regulations. You are able to regulate your own emotions. You are aware about your emotions. For example, anger. If you don't know the source of your anger, and it takes a lot of time in your life, you start having a lot of bitterness in life. And the more bitter you are with life, the more you are heading to have a lot of mental problems in life. And therefore we encourage people, and we say, and out of the experience, for the last 22 years, that I have been this work for counseling, and having worked in mental institution for about 8 years. And then I came back to Kenya Institute of Professional Counseling. There is a lot that we have come across to realize people that don't know themselves, they have a lot of mental problem. And one thing I want to say at this juncture is that people who don't know themselves, they are not aware about this statement, that the best home that you come back to after everything that you do in every day, it is yourself.
True.
So when you don't create the best home for yourself, by knowing who am I really, what do I want in life, is the challenges that I'm going through that determine who am I. Then you'll have the worst home you'll always be coming back to when you come back home. Because after you have done everything, the home that we come back to, it is yourself. And therefore we say and we encourage, and personally I do encourage people to try and discover so much about themselves. And the more you are able to do that, I can assure you that you'll have challenges, will be there, things will always come your way, but you'll have less mental problems in your life.
Just before that,
Yes.
I have a very, my mind is rushing everywhere.
Yeah.
I really want to know what are the tactics, and how can I master myself? How can I master or have a good relationship with myself? But before that, please keep in touch. Usisonge. We are coming back to know more about yourself and how to master yourself. And let me remind you again, Pelezi Hardware, they are just here for you. Kama unapandisha mjengo, don't be troubled, because they have everything you need, starting from pipes, sinks, showers, and anything you need in your building. Tupatane